Good afternoon, super friends, and welcome to the Tuesday, January 27th edition of the Sacred News and Word. I'm delighted to have you here. It's been a few days. Last week was a wonderfully busy week. I produced two for two different books, launched a Mr. Things that I've been up to. So I missed you on Friday. I missed you on Monday, but I'm here today. And the world, she's still burning. I've had a number of folks reach out to me in various spaces and places about how to hold the dichotomy of needing to move through life and the everyday quotidian life, the workaday life, how to get up and get your kids to school and get to work and do your jobs. Secular is burning, but the world in its own way in many places is burning as well. It's not just here. And how do we hold it? What do we do? What do we like? What do I do? Was the question. And I can tell you what I do, and I will share with you what I do, but I thought it might be more interesting and more useful if I could just channel us a message about that, about how to be and who to be and what to be and what maybe your role is while our country is on fire. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to give you my little preamble, which is, as always, take what resonates, leave the rest behind. These messages are timeless. So whether you're receiving them today in real time on January 27th, or you are coming to this message sometime in the future, know that if you're tuning in, there's very likely going to be something here for you. However, if you are not seeing yourself here, by all means, go ahead and turn me off, leave me behind. You can look down below. There's lots and lots of messages already here, and there will be more to come. So I'm going to go ahead and close my eyes, and we're just going to see what's here. I do have some notes just about talking about what I do, but I do want to just see what's here for all of us today. Now, the first image that I'm seeing is the image of a beautiful red rose in full bloom, and that is not surprising to me. It's very much by design. It is what I am talking about right now, and it is a symbol of the divine feminine. It is a symbol of unity. It is a symbol of our own heart fire and our own divine timing. We cannot force a rose to bloom. It has its natural life cycle, and I'm seeing a rose hip now, the seed of the rose, the vitamin C of the rose. Heart medicine. I'm just riffing on all of the things that the sacred rose is. I'm seeing the rose and I'm being reminded of divine timing, but what I'm seeing more importantly is the way that the rose truly stands for our heart fire, our sacred heart, our internal selves. And I think that's going to be the brunt of the message today is we right now, because things are so bad, because everything is coming apart, because people are dying. And by the way, people have been dying and dying and dying and dying for a long, long time. And I just want to bring forward that yes, Renee Good, and yes, Alex Pretty, and yes, Keith Porter. But immigrants have been dying at the hands of ICE. Immigrants have been dying at the hands of white people. Black people have been dying at the hands of white people. Brown people have been dying at the hands of white people. People have been dying for a really long time. And I just want to bring forward that some of us are just waking up to the scope and the breadth and the depth of it because we are so privileged. And when we hear a 37-year-old mother or we see a 37-year-old nurse, we are justifiably outraged. And children, by the way, the little 5-year-old boy, we're justifiably outraged, but I do feel the need to bring forward the idea that this has been going on for a really long time, and perhaps it's coming closer to home for you because you see yourself in these people, in Renee Good and Alex Pretty, and I do as well. I'm a mother. I am a former critical care nurse. I feel that pain. I'm the mother of a 5-year-old. And I also recognize, and I'm inviting you to recognize the way you've held blind spots in your system and have not seen up until now, because I feel like one of the reasons why it is so bad right now, one of the reasons why our country is where it is because we have chosen to put up our blinders, to ignore what is not directly in front of us. And now it's getting harder and harder to ignore. And I feel as though it's getting harder and harder to ignore because we all need to wake up. And so my sense is, and this is not God mandated so much as this is messy human free will making a disaster of what is available to us in our external world. And so, for those of you who are looking to blame God, I'm going to say, or the divine or spirit, I'm going to invite you to sort of take a step back and remember that we all have our own free will, and it is the system that has set us up for this set of disasters. It is a patriarchal system, a toxic patriarchal system that has set us up for the disaster that we are in now, a system that believes that we need to have dominion and power over others, that we need to have dominion and power over the land, when I believe that Spirit's true message is that we are all one, we are all unified, we are all made of love, we are all going toward love, and it is our duty. If you're wondering what you can do in this time, to find that love deep inside of your own heart, deep inside of your own beingness, and emanate it forward. One of my beloveds today was talking about how I am like the old-fashioned antenna, sort of beaming out the frequency of love and bringing that frequency to all of my people. And that I believe is, and that is what the rose is. It's an ambassador of love. It is emanating that love. And that is what I believe we are being invited into now. We are being awakened by the horrors, and the horrors and the atrocities are coming closer and closer to home because we are not awake. And I say we, I believe that most of you who are tuning into me are already awake, but just giving you the global picture of what I believe is happening out there is that the atrocities are going to be coming closer and closer to home until more and more of us can wake up. And while, yes, we should absolutely be doing what we can with our resources, whether it is marching or protesting or buying gift certificates for restaurants in these war-torn areas in Minneapolis or wherever, seeing a need and meeting it where you're able to meet it. Yes, all of those, giving your money, giving your time, becoming, I think this came forward last week, becoming what I believe Alex was a constitutional witness, someone who a legal observer. I believe he was in that role, and that's what he was doing. I don't know that is fact. Somebody may fact check me, and you can post below if that's true. But I believe that he was a legal observer, and I believe maybe that's what I was seeing also last week when I was talking about that role. I don't know. I don't predict the future. I just see what I see, and I can't account for free will. Taking a breath because I want to get back to that rose, and I want to get back to what we can actually do and what we're being invited into doing, which is to become more deeply connected with the love inside of ourselves. We have this false belief that, if you're a healer or a coach, oh, I need to create a program. Oh, I need to do something. I need to market something. I need to produce something. I need to go be something. I need to go do something out there. And this is coming back to the message that I left last week, which is no, it's not. all about the doing and producing something new. It is about becoming one with your own heart. It is about doing the healing work inside of yourself to be able to hold that love deeply inside of yourself, that you can hold yourself so strongly, so firmly, that no matter what is happening out in the world, you can stand firm. You can allow that pendulum to swing through you without knocking you over, without taking you for a ride. We want you to anchor in to the love that you are and emanate that love out toward the world, so that if you see a need, if you see a human who needs your help, you are offering your help. So that if you feel yourself moving away from any innate joy that might be inside of you, any innate love that might be inside of you, and moving toward despair, it's not that I want you to turn a blind eye to your despair. I want you to feel those feelings, but allow them to move through you, because if you move into despair, then they win. Then the powers that be win. They want us all to move into despair and despondency. They want us to lose our fight. And the only way that we're going to be able to fight is if we are able to really deeply connect with our hearts, and really deeply connect with our inner peace, and really deeply connect with our inner truth, that our souls are eternal and these bodies are just temporary, and we all chose to incarnate here in this turbulent time and space in order to witness the atrocities that are happening in this world, and to become the ambassadors of love that we were meant to be, to serve our purpose of peaceful, loving humans, to bring our money and our hearts, to put our money and our hearts where it can go to be in service of love, not in service of a political party, not in service of a religious community, not in service of anything other than the love that needs to emanate from us, whether it is food, whether it is money, whether it is just taking care of yourself and others, seeing someone in pain and offering them your arms in a hug, offering them your ear to listen, offering, tending to your own heart, tending to your own rose, cultivating your own garden, no matter what state of bloom or not bloom it is in, whether it is in rose hip stage, or it is fully bloomed, or it is wilting, it's going to bloom again. And trusting that divine timing, and trusting where you are in your own process, and tending to your heart wherever you are. If you are wilting, if you are coming inward and unsure about how to be in the world, you are being invited to nourish yourself, to notice and nourish yourself, so that you can become strong, you can become powerful, you can come back into your full power, into your full joy, and you can hold your line and be that ambassador of love for those who need it. Just being quiet to see if there's anything else that wants to come forward. I'm seeing communication. I'm seeing the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Fire, which is they sometimes the arrows of love, but what it feels like here, it's communication. It's reaching out to your people. It's reaching out to check in. Are you okay? How are you doing? What do you need? Whether it's your people in Minnesota, or it's your people like your husband across the table, your mother, your family, your coworkers, communicating, talking about it, not allowing, sorry, I just got a very specific message, not allowing your pain to be buried, but not being buried by your pain. So we cannot become consumed by despair. We cannot become consumed by despair. We need to stay in our power, and our power is love. Our power is communication. It is putting your money where you have it, to where it needs to be. There are lots of people who are posting places where you can put your money. There are lots of people who are posting places where you should not be putting your money, and just paying attention and doing what you are physically able to do, but really remembering that it's the beingness that we're being invited into. We're being invited into the soft petals of that rose. We're being invited to come inward and to really tend to our own hearts. And it's not navel gazing, it's not selfishness. It is tending so that we can be in our power. We are not what we produce. We are the love that we bring to the world. And I need you to remember that. It is not about what you produce. It is not about what you do. It is about the love that you have created and become and bring out into the world. And that is how we are going to handle this duality. We are going to get quiet. We are going to meditate. We're going to talk with our people. We're going to express our grief, but we are not going to be consumed by the pain. We are not going to be glued to the television. We're not going to be glued to social media. When we see something, we are going to say something. So we're not going to be quiet unless that not being quiet is going to be an act of destruction inside of your own heart. Know thyself, know thyself, know thyself. This is what this is all about. And again, not in navel gazing. It is not about navel gazing. It is not about woe is me. It is not about this is my story and I'm putting up my blinders. This is about I am tending to my heart so that I can tend to you. I am tending to my heart so that I can tend to you. I am tending to my heart so that I can tend to the world. And I'm going to leave us there. Thank you for tuning in. Please like and share and subscribe. Tell your friends. I will see you quite possibly tomorrow. Have a beautiful evening.